Hi there, fellow you. I'm doing online research in hopes of creating a video tutorial for local resources for parents of children who have been diagnosed with Angelman syndrome like my son. I stumbled upon a lot of hurt. I stumbled upon a lot of old memories and old wounds that I stubbornly do not want to admit still exist. All the negative memories are stirring up while going from one website to the next. I see the dance company who swears they are inclusive of all abilities, yet I recall a face to face conversation with the owner who told me every child attending a class must be able to stand independently and follow instructions without intervention. I see the Disability Camps website that is 20 minutes from our house, who annually hosts the seemingly inclusive family weekend for individuals, caregivers, and family members with diagnoses of either Down syndrome and or autism, but yet decline the same invitation to other individuals or families with any other disability. I am thinking of all the times I reached out to local parents with children who happen to have different syndromes or disorders than my son to see if we could join in their large events for families, only to be told we should attend our own syndromes events. And I remember the tears that were so easily unnoticed that came when explaining there was no local support group with my child's syndrome. I remember the infighting of what seems to be two different cliques for my child's diagnosis. You're either for this foundation or this organization, and there is no in between, and you cannot play both sides. You are deemed to be of one group or the other. And if any inkling of admiration for the opposing organization is sensed, a shift in conversation towards a colder interaction appears to occur. I remember the attempts of creating our own local support group for individuals and family members also diagnosed with the same syndrome as our child and being met with cruelty and competition. I remember. I remember all the hurt. I remember all the loneliness. I remember it, and all I want to do is forget. I'm thinking now of how sharing these thoughts, experiences, and feelings, publicly or otherwise, will go over with the community associated with my son's diagnosis or any group for which we have been or attempted to join for families of loved ones with disabilities. I know that many attempts to share a less than positive perspective seems to enrage those I wish to share it with the most. I have often felt like an island in the sea that is my journey as a special needs parent, even with my own seamen. They seem to want to throw me overboard when I mention there could be a flaw in our navigation. But how do you get thrown off a boat that is your own home? When you seem to be the captain of your own thoughts and feelings, and yet they are disregarded and dismissed as if you were an annoying seagull pecking away at nourishment that was not its own. Ah, yes. I remember the embarrassment, the shame, the confusion, and the loss. I thought these were our people. I thought this was our support. These negative experiences came from feelings of disappointment from the very village who claimed would be our support. And yet, I remember the strength that comes from within and is found when you pick up a tiny pebble from the island for which you reside and you turn toward the monsoon of emotions. You turn toward the judgment, the rejection, and the hurt, and you say to yourself, shit, can I fucking do this? And a small voice from within says, yes. Yes, the fuck you can.